Manish and Gaurav were heading to Manish's village. In the mountains of Uttarakhand, Manish laughed. Look, you're coming with me, but you have to be super careful in a hill village. You better listen to everything I told you. Gaurav just chuckled. All right, bro, I got it. But you're scaring me, acting like some ghost will jump on me the second I step foot in your village. Manish's smile faded a bit. People just spread these rumors. Everyone goes to Mussoorie and Shimla, and they're out after 7 at night. Nothing happens there. Yeah, Manish countered. But this isn't Shimla or Manali. Hill villages are a whole different world. Now, get in the car. We have to reach the village before it gets dark. Manish worked a good job in Delhi, but had Yuan seen his family in his small village for a long time. His friend Gaurav tagged along, excited to see the beauty of the mountains. They left Delhi early, hoping to make it to the village before 7 p.m. It's an unspoken rule in these parts. Once darkness falls, the mountain paths are best left to themselves. Strange things tend to happen. By 6:30 p.m., they had arrived. Manish parked the car, and they started the walk up to his house. His mother was waiting at the door, holding a traditional arti thali with a small flame. Manish groaned. Mom, really? We just came from the city. What's the arti for? Hush, she said gently. Even being from here, you talk like this. You know the day's ending. It's almost 7. Any kind of power can follow you at this time. The fire god protects you. Gaurav, a city boy through and through, couldn't help but say, sorry, auntie, but your village has so many superstitions. In the city, we come home at midnight and nothing happens. Why is it so different here? Don't argue with your elders, son, she said, her voice firm but kind. They speak from experience. No, don't stand outside any longer. It's getting dark. Come inside. They went in, and Manish's mother served them dinner. Life in the hills moves with the sun. As soon as it gets dark, people eat and sleep early. By 8 p.m., the house was quiet. Manish, Gaurav, and Manish's younger brother Rahul were all sharing a room. Exhausted from the long drive, Manish was out like a light, but Gaurav was still wide awake, his mind buzzing with questions. He turned to Rahul. Hey Rahul, tell me something. People here really say you shouldn't go out after 7, or some force will follow you. How true is all that? Rahul's voice dropped to a whisper. It's absolutely true, Gaurav. Bye. After 7, nobody goes out. The ones who do, well, they either get tricked or taken by the ghost procession. Gaurav scoffed. A ghost procession? What's that? People can barely afford to get married, and now ghosts are having weddings. Rahul wasn't laughing. It's not a joke. This has been happening for centuries. At night, if they see anyone alone, they take them along. So many villagers have just disappeared. Gaurav was convinced it was all just local folklore, designed to keep kids indoors. The next day, the 3 of them went exploring the beautiful hills. The air was crisp, the views were breathtaking, but as the sun began to dip towards the horizon, Manish and Rahul started getting antsy. Hey, we just got here, Gaurav complained. Let's stay a little longer. What's the rush? Manish shot him a look. What part of ghosts will appear at 7, don't you understand? How many times do I have to tell you? Let's go home quietly. If you get tricked, it'll be a huge problem. Besides, you're not from here, so you can't even call on our local gods for help. All right, Gaurav conceded. Let's go, before your mom scolds us. Later that night, long after everyone else was asleep, Gaurav woke up needing to use the bathroom. In old hill houses, the bathrooms are often outside, a short walk from the main building. As he stepped out into the chilly night air, he heard a strange sound. It sounded like a rushing waterfall, but there was no river anywhere nearby. He thought, this is weird. My ears must be playing tricks on me. But then he remembered the warnings. Everyone here said not to go out after 7, or something will follow. Curiosity got the better of him. He decided to pull out his phone and record a video. As he walked, he started hearing whispers. They weren't normal whispers. They were sharp and piercing, so intense it felt like his eardrums would burst. He spun around, looking for the source, but saw nothing. Then, just as suddenly, the whisper stopped. He shone his phone's flashlight ahead and saw a dog. Gorov loved animals, so he cautiously walked toward it. But just as he got close, the dog vanished into thin air. A cold sweat broke out on his forehead. This wasn't just his imagination. He heard a bark behind him. He whipped around and saw the dog again, far away this time, and then it vanished again. Panic set in. He was trembling with fear, muttering a prayer under his breath, as he turned back towards the house. Everyone was right, he thought. Stepping out after 7 is dangerous. God, please protect me. Suddenly, he felt it, the distinct sound of footsteps right behind him. He picked up his pace, his heart hammering against his ribs. A hand clamped down on his shoulder. He froze, a scream caught in his throat. A man appeared in front of him. At first, he looked normal, and a wave of relief washed over Gorov. The man spoke, his voice low. You know it's forbidden to step out after 7 p.m. Soon, the ghost procession will pass through here. If they notice you, you won't see the morning sun. Gorov, trying to act brave, retorted, Don't try to scare me. Uncle, you're out walking alone too. Aren't you scared? The man smiled a strange, chilling smile. I was. But one night changed that forever. How? Gorov asked. The man's smile widened, and then his face began to change. It became corpse-like, the flesh melting like hot wax. His eyes turned a milky, solid white, and his bones twisted at unnatural angles. Gorov screamed and ran, but the creature was faster, appearing right in front of him again. He stumbled and fell into the bushes. As he scrambled back, he saw that the man had vanished. Rahul's words echoed in his head. The ghost procession. Shaking, he hid deeper in the bushes, keeping his phone recording. Then he heard it. The sound of drums, a shehnai, and otherworldly music. A procession was coming. The light it cast was eerie and unnatural. He saw the figures marching. Their faces were demonic, their flesh torn and rotting, their eyes bulged from their sockets. Their feet were twisted backward as they walked, and they all wore the most terrifying, evil grins. One of them turned its head and its eyes locked onto Gorov, hiding in the bushes. It smiled a horrific, knowing smile. Gorov let out one final, blood-curdling scream and fainted. The next morning, the house was in chaos. Gorov was missing. Everyone panicked, searching everywhere, calling his name. Soon, a boy from the village came running to Manish's house, his face pale with terror. What he said shook Manish to his core. They all ran to the bushes where the boy pointed. There, they found Gorov's body hanging from a tree. His eyes were gone, his tongue lolled out, and his hands and legs were twisted into impossible shapes. Manish collapsed, crying out his friend's name. In Gorov's pocket, they found his phone. The recording showed everything. Manish watched in horror, his own words coming back to haunt him. I warned you not to step out after 7, but you didn't listen, my friend. Your stubbornness cost you your life. In the villages of the hills, such stories are not just tales. It's a reality. People live with it to this day. No one dares to step outside after 7 p.m. And anyone who breaks this ancient rule might just face the same fate as Gorov. If you liked this story, please subscribe and follow us on Instagram and Facebook. If you have a story like this from your own life, share it in the comments. We'll try to make your story our next animated video. Thanks for watching.